Into Powell. Here it goes. Got it! Got it! Denver has won!
14 minutes and 33 seconds. That's all it took. February 15th, 2018. Milwaukee. The game just started and Nikola Jokic already has 30 points, 17 assists, and 15 rebounds. The fastest triple-double in NBA history. A record that stood for 63 years, demolished. Giannis Antetokounmpo is on the other team putting up 36, 13, and 11, and he looks like he's playing a different sport. Jokic's coach, Mike Malone, is standing there in disbelief. I've been around great players. I've never seen anything close to that.
His name, though. I know NIKOLA JOKIC, and I wouldn't trade him for anybody in the world.
The man literally broke a record older than most people's parents, before halftime. And when reporters asked him about it, I just started playing well and making shots, like he accidentally stumbled into history.
Who's the toughest dude in the league to guard right now?
It gotta be big fella, the Serbian.
Joker.
Yeah,
Man, that shit
bro.
is unreal.
Yeah,
Man.
bro, that shit's unreal.
That shit is unreal, man. I gotta take my glasses off to that guy. Yo, no, listen. That shit is unreal, man. He don't jump. You can't speed him up. You can't move him. Like, I don't know.
The thing that like I most like about him is like he don't flop. Like, and I ain't saying like, you know, guys try to sell cars, but other than that, like he not trying to get 16, 17 free throws. No, he trying to get buckets. Like buckets. I'm not doing all it. Like, nah, he's trying to get buckets.
That's the thing about Nikola Jokic. He makes the impossible look so boring that you almost miss how insane it is. Until you realize you're watching a 7-foot, 284-pound Serbian rewrite the laws of basketball physics every single night. That's Nikola Jokic, the man who breaks basketball. And today, we're breaking down exactly why this 7-foot Serbian is literally impossible to guard.
But he's super down to earth, family guy. Basketball is just something that he's really, really good at. He's kind of like a guy who is super present in life and is like, hey, you know what? I love basketball.
Think about Game 3 of the 2023 NBA Finals. Miami's at home, the crowd's electric, and then Jokic drops 32 points, 21 rebounds, and 10 assists. First player in finals history to ever put up 30-20-10. But here's the crazy part. His teammate Jamal Murray also had a triple-double that night. First time two teammates ever had 30-point triple-doubles in any NBA game. The Heat threw everything at him. Double teams, triple teams, different defenders. Nothing worked. He shot 12 of 21 from the field and systematically destroyed their defense for 48 minutes. 2 games later, he closed them out with 28 points on 12 of 16 shooting to win Denver's first championship. Finals MVP averaging 30 points, 14 rebounds, and 7 assists. The man literally led the entire playoffs in total points, rebounds, and assists. Nobody in NBA history had ever done that before.
Giannis, Embiid, Joker. Of those three, who is the toughest to guard? Joker.
But let me tell you why defenders wake up in cold sweats thinking about guarding this man. First, let's talk about what the actual players say. Anthony Edwards, one of the best young stars in the league, was asked about guarding Jokic. His response: I don't have to guard him. It look hard. I don't know. Motherfucker's unstoppable. So I don't know. You gotta ask Naz and Rudy and Kyle. It looks hard.
That might have been the best game of my life, like, that I've been a part of. Nikola Jokic, bro. Oh my God, he might be the best basketball player I've ever seen, like, close up. Besides myself, bro. He's incredible, bro. The MVP race is tough, man. I don't know. He had 60. That's crazy.
When a superstar athlete basically says, "Thank God that's not my job," you know you're dealing with something special. Jaren Jackson Jr., the Defensive Player of the Year, tried to explain it. You just don't know what you're going to have to deal with. He might be bringing the ball up. He might be in a getting everybody involved kind of mode. If he gets in the post, it's hard to deal with him. If he gets to his spots and the floater and then he hits you with the 3-ball, he kind of has everything.
What part of his game is surprising to you?
Just how he uses his size, like any angle. He's creating his own angles, but any angle it's over. Like he's just trying to, if he's not trying to like just hook you, he's just trying to get in a position to get his own miss right at the rim. So he's just making that move, hooking you a little bit, throwing it up there, and then moving you. Right as he's shooting it, he's moving you.
Yeah.
And you're not ready because you contested, but he knows already. So he doesn't leave his feet.
Right.
So he's already on the ground. He's moving you.
Right.
Rebound.
Right.
Bucket.
Right.
Triple-double.
Then Jackson basically admitted defeat. You're not going to hold him to 0. You're not going to really hold him to 15. You just have to make it hard for him. But here's the thing. Making it hard for him doesn't even work. Let me paint you a picture of what it's like trying to guard Jokic. You're Hassan Whiteside, a 7-footer yourself, and you're matched up against him. First problem? Whiteside revealed something nobody talks about. He's all slimy and sweaty. Your arm is just slipping off.
I like Jokic. Jokic is frustrating though. It's just, he's already like big. He's like 300 pounds. And then he's hitting you like, he's all slimy and sweaty. It's like your arm is just slipping off. And then he'll turn around, shoot some nonchalant like this. Okay. And it'll go right in and you looking like, bro,
there's no way he practiced that.
There's no way, bro. And then it's just like, you looking like, man, I'm in a weight room every day. I'm doing all this conditioning. And you just look at him and you like, bro, this is crazy.
The man is literally too slippery to guard. But that's just the beginning of your problems. He's 284 pounds of basketball genius backing you down, and suddenly he hits you with some nonchalant stuff, a turnaround fadeaway that has no business going in. It just demoralizes you. The numbers this season are absolutely insane. We're talking about nearly 30 points, 13 rebounds, and 10 assists per game. Those aren't typos. This center is averaging double-digit assists. He's shooting 58% from the field and 42% from 3. Yeah, you read that right. This 7-footer is shooting better from 3 than most guards. Remember when he torched the Clippers with 41 points and hit 7 3-pointers? A career high? The very next game, 40 points against Toronto. Back-to-back 40-point games for the first time in his career. But here's what makes him truly unguardable: his brain. Christian Braun, his own teammate, straight up said, "He's probably the smartest player that's ever played."
He is quiet, doesn't talk a lot, extremely focused on what he has to do. Like, he comes in, it's different than college, obviously. Like, he comes in to work, like it's work for him. Like, he comes into work, he does his same exact routine every single day, whether it's a game day. If it's a game day, plays his game, lifts after, like he does it, he does his job.
That's not coach speak. That's a guy who practices against him every day, admitting he's never seen anything like it. Jokic sees plays 3 moves ahead. When teams send double teams, he's already identified where they're coming from and who's open before the second defender even commits. His coaches say when they introduce new plays, Jokic immediately asks, "What's next?" and starts gaming out defensive reactions 3 plays ahead. The passing is what really breaks defenses. We're not talking about regular center passes. We're talking about behind-the-back bullets, over-the-shoulder no-looks, through-the-legs dimes, one-handed lasers across the court. He once said, "A point makes you happy. An assist makes you and your teammate happy. An assist makes 2 people happy." That philosophy is why he's impossible to stop. You can't just focus on him because he'll find the open man, but you can't help off him because he'll punish you. It's the ultimate lose-lose situation.
It's like, oh, okay, because there's nobody to compare him to. You know what I mean? So I think that's why it's so tough to like fully like understand or wrap our minds around like how great and how good of a talent he is. Like we know he's special, but it's just no one that we can compare him to.
Lakers coach Darvin Ham was asked before the playoffs how you stop NIKOLA JOKIC. His answer? Catch him coming out of his house and kidnap him.
Okay, so what's the game plan for dealing with Jokic?
Man, try to catch him coming out of his house and kidnap him, man.
He was joking. But when an NBA coach's best defensive strategy is kidnapping, you know you've got a problem. Let's talk about his offensive arsenal. In the post, he's got every move ever invented and some that shouldn't exist. Right-hand hooks, left-hand hooks, fadeaways, up and unders, drop steps. But then he'll randomly pull out a Sombor shuffle. Yeah, that's a real thing, named after his hometown, or throw in a no-look hook shot that makes you question physics. Former players say he makes these impossible shots look so casual, it's demoralizing. You play perfect defense, and he still scores. Face-up game? At 7 feet tall, this man is hitting step-back threes. He's got guard handles. He literally said, "Oh man, I am so happy when I get to dribble the ball." What center says that? When defenders close out, he drives past them. When they back off, he drills the 3. There's no right answer.
I look at Jokic and I'm like, I mean, if Kareem, Arvydas Sabonis, Bill Walton had a baby, I just don't think I've ever quite seen anything like him.
He's the best offensive player I've ever seen, Colin.
Wow.
I think LeBron is on the short list of guys who are in that conversation. I think Steph is on the short list of guys who are in that conversation. Jokic makes it look even easier than those guys do. It's the top tier playmaking piece that you get from LeBron.
The pick and roll with Jokic is basically a guaranteed bucket. Go under the screen, he hits the three. Go over, he finds the rolling man. Switch, barbecue chicken in the post. Stay home, he hits the screener on the short roll. Double team, he finds the open shooter before you even fully commit. There are literally no good options. Remember, this is a guy who grew up playing point guard in Serbia before his growth spurt. He thinks like a guard, but has all the advantages of being 7 feet tall. That point guard mentality in a center's body has never existed at this level before. Here's something that doesn't get talked about enough: his conditioning and pace control. People see this seemingly unathletic guy and think they can speed him up or wear him down. Wrong. Jokic has mastered what analysts call the art of slowness. He plays at his own speed, never gets rattled, never panics. He's like that friend who somehow always wins at video games while looking bored. You're sweating, trying your hardest, and he's just casually destroying you.
Stop telling me to get Rudy off the floor. Stop telling me that Nas Reed is the difference. And stop telling me to Cat. I am on record saying this, and this may be a hot take. Mars, I am saying it to your face. He would have done the same thing to Alonzo Mourning. He would have done the same thing to Patrick Ewing. He would have done the same thing to Dikembe Mutombo. I'm trying to imagine Dikembe Mutombo getting 22 feet dragged away from the basket. Joker would have bust his ass too. Alonzo Mourning was only 6'9". He was an undersized big man. The fact that he could guard the rim and rebound, that made him look elite. Now he's going up against a more physical guy in Joker. He's going against a more skilled guy. Joker would have bust his ass too.
Joel Embiid, another MVP caliber center, told Jokic after a game, "You're the best player in the league." Kristaps Porzingis called him the best player in the world and said, "He's so crafty. He almost makes you fall asleep, and before you know it, either he scored or he made a pass for an assist." But here's what's really terrifying. He keeps getting better. Every year, teams think they've found the blueprint. Every year, he comes back with new counters. People said he couldn't play defense? Now he's averaging nearly 2 steals per game. Said he couldn't score in the playoffs? He averaged over 30 in the finals. Every weakness becomes a strength. The evolution of his three-point shooting alone is insane. When he entered the league, nobody was worried about Jokic from 3. Now, defenders have to respect him from 30 feet, which opens up everything else. It's like giving Superman the ability to fly when he could already do everything else. And those triple doubles? He gets them so regularly, we've become numb to it. Against Brooklyn earlier this season, 29 points, 18 rebounds, 16 assists. He became just the second player in NBA history to reach those numbers. The other? Oscar Robertson in 1962. 62 years ago. He's doing things that haven't been done since before most of our parents were born. What makes Jokic truly impossible is his mentality. He doesn't care about individual stats. He famously wanted to skip the championship parade to go home to Serbia. He said, "This is not the job. We are just playing the game here. I am enjoying the game. I am playing every game as a game of pickup basketball in my hometown." How do you get in the head of a guy who's just out there having fun? You can't frustrate him because he doesn't care about numbers. You can't get him emotional because he's always calm. Even the officials have had to adjust. There's this play where he'll take free throws quickly before defenses can substitute. He's memorized the rulebook and uses every legal advantage. The man is literally outsmarting the game itself. Jokic has this quote, "I believe the only muscles you need in basketball are the ones in your brain." And that's exactly why he's unguardable. It's not about athleticism. It's about seeing the game differently than everyone else. While you're playing checkers, he's playing 3D chess. While you're thinking about the current play, he's already planned the next 3 possessions. Here's the bottom line. Nikola Jokic has broken basketball. He's proven you don't need to be the fastest or jump the highest to be unstoppable. You just need to understand the game at a level nobody else does. He's a 7-foot point guard who thinks like a chess grandmaster, passes like Magic Johnson, scores like prime Dirk Nowitzki, and does it all while looking like he just rolled out of bed. When future generations study film of Nikola Jokic, they won't believe what they're seeing. A guy who made the impossible routine, who turned physics into a suggestion, who made Hall of Fame defenders look helpless. Who won a championship while making it look easy? The Joker isn't just difficult to guard, he's revolutionized what it means to be unguardable in the modern NBA. Want more breakdowns of the NBA's most dominant players? Hit that subscribe button and tell me who we should analyze next.